let's look at our Gamers World versus a digital domain example first. All right. Let's use blue. All right, so let's see here. There are two websites. We already read through this. We have $3.95 per day and 5 cents per minute. Right. And then we have digital domain is at a $2 per day and then 10 cents per minute. We want to consider daily cost, not a weekly cost or monthly cost. That would be an entirely different type of problem. To answer the question, which website is the better deal? All right, so now we're going to have two equations. The first one we'll use for Gamers World. Just say that's gamers. And for that, we have y equals the daily rate, $3.95 plus 0.05 per minute. All right, since I'm talking about time, I'm just going to say t. And then we have digital domain. That will be y equals $2 per day plus 10 cents per minute. All right. So here's our two equations. We could put our little brackets there, say, okay, this is our system. Now, to solve the system, we have a couple strategies. We can look at the graph, which we don't have yet. We'll look at that shortly. Or we can just find out where the two equations are equal, right? Which is similar to what we saw in the previous problem. I can just set these two things equal to each other. They're both equal to y. So let's say, okay, well, $3.95 plus 0.05 t equals $2 plus 0.10 t. Solving this will tell me at what time, how many minutes of play are these two services the same cost. Okay, so I'm going to subtract the 0.05 t from each side. And I'm choosing to subtract the 0.05 t from the 0.10 t because it'll leave me with a positive valued t. And I like positive valued variables. They're easier to work with. All right. Since I'm doing that, I'm going to do two steps at once. I'm also, since my variable is going to end up on the right-hand side, I'm going to subtract 2 from each side as well. So this will go away from this side, this will go away from this side. And I'll be left with 195 equals 0.05 t. Divide by 0.05 on both sides. And we use our trusty calculator. We get 39 equals t. All right, but again, like I said, the solution to the system is not just finding the value of t or the value of x. I also need to know what does that represent for the daily cost. What is the value of y? Now, the nice thing is since I know that at a value of t, both equations are the same value, they equal the same number y, I don't need to plug this value into both equations. I just need to put it in one and find the solution. And that will give me the value of y. So I'm going to take this t equals 39, and I'm going to substitute this value of t in to the y equals 2 plus 0.1 t equation, the digital domain equation, quite frankly because it's dealing with simpler numbers. That's why I'm choosing it. So we'll say 2 plus 0.10 times 39. Put that in our calculator. We get 590. All right. So what that means is that, at 39 minutes, of a daily play, the two websites both cost $5.90. Right, so this statement essentially represents the solution to the system. At 39 minutes of play, the two websites both cost $5.90. All right, so that's all well and good, but I still haven't answered the question. So the reason we need this solution to the system is that before that number, before 39 minutes, one of these two platforms costs more and one costs less. After that point, it switches. All right. So at this point, we're going to look at our graph. So I'm going to pull up Desmos here. I don't want it that big. I lost. Fine. All right. So we pull up Desmos here. We have y equals 395 plus. I'm going to use x because it's just easier to use in this case. And then we have y equals 2. So we have our two equations here. Obviously, we cannot see their intersection at this point. So we're going to make some adjustments. All right, and then let's do the window here so that I can see more. That's better. All right. Now this is also the nice thing about Desmos. If I click close to the intersection of the two lines, look what it gives me. 39 minutes and $5.90. Isn't that stupendous? All right, so now the blue line represents Gamers World. I'm sorry, digital domain, right? $2.10 per minute. The red line is Gamers World. So essentially what this means is up until we hit 39 minutes, right, the digital domain is cheaper. So if you're going to play less than 39 minutes a day, go with digital domain. If you're going to play more than 39 minutes per day, or 40 minutes or more, you should go with Gamers World. So the solution gives us that cutoff point. which is why we want to know what it is in this comparison type problem. All right, so that's why we need to find the solution for a comparison problem, because it gives us our cutoff point. All right, so as an actual answer, if you plan playing 40 minutes or more per day, then, I'm sorry, erase. Yeah. In Gamer's World, is a better choice. Otherwise, for less than 40 minutes, digital domain is better. All right. So in a comparison type problem, when we're solving the system, the solution to the system provides us that cutoff point, where before that solution, one of the two options is better, and after that solution, it switches to the other one.